Did you know a single hurricane can dump more than 2.4 trillion gallons of rain a day? Welcome to Facts Bud. If you enjoyed watching this video, hit that like button to give us some support. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 deadliest hurricanes that cost the most financially, and looking at the strength based on their hurricane category and their peak winds they produce. First of all, we'd like to pay our respects to those who were affected by these hurricanes and hope for a quick recovery. How are hurricanes formed? They begin as tropical storms over the warm waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans near the equator. As the moisture evaporates, it rises until huge amounts of warm water is twisted high up in the atmosphere. Number 10. Hurricane Matthew 2016.
But our conditions are certainly deteriorating on diving.
Hurricane Matthew was an extremely destructive and long-lived tropical cyclone forming itself on September 28, 2016. Which has also become the very first Category 5 hurricane since Hurricane Felix. Hurricane Matthew brought an immense amount of destruction and catastrophic loss of life during its journey across the western Atlantic. With wind speeds reaching up to 160 miles per hour, it caused over 1,500 estimated deaths, with the majority of them in Haiti. Despite being a Category 5 hurricane, the financial damage it caused during its 2-week journey was relatively low. The cost? $10.6 billion US. You can buy 100 of Donald Trump's Boeing 757s, or book a flight with Space Adventures 100 times. You can even drop in a spacewalk for an extra $15 million. Number 9. Hurricane Rita, 2005. It may be a girly name, but Hurricane Rita was the 4th most intense Atlantic hurricane ever recorded. It also squeezed itself into the top 10 list of being the 10th hurricane and the 5th major hurricane of the 2005 season. Rita only lasted for 8 days, yet it rapidly intensified, reaching peak winds of 180 miles per hour, reaching its Category 5 status on September the 21st. When it approached land on September 24th, it had already weakened to a Category 3 hurricane, but was still able to cause around 125 fatalities. The affected areas included Florida, Mississippi, Texas, and more. Also to mention, several tornadoes were also associated with Hurricane Rita, and while she ripped through the land, it cost a total of $12 billion US. Number 8. Hurricane Charlie 2004. Being the second hurricane of the 2004 Atlantic hurricane season, Mr. Charlie lasted only 6 days, but was able to create skin-ripping winds of 150 miles per hour, making it a strong Category 4 hurricane. It made landfall in southwest Florida at its maximum strength, making it the strongest hurricane to hit the United States. Since Hurricane Andrew struck Florida in 1992, 2 coastal counties, Florida and South Carolina, were forced to evacuate, with state troopers redirecting traffic further inland. Thanks to their effort, 138,000 people were evacuated from the Grand Strand area, but Charlie was still able to claim 35 lives. The damage it caused in the states totaled to over $15 billion US. Thankfully, it was a small and fast-moving storm, so the damage it caused was limited. Number 7. Hurricane Irene 2011. In late August 2011, Hurricane Irene ripped itself through the Caribbean and east coast of the United States. It was able to create peak winds of 120 miles per hour, making it a Category 3 hurricane. It may be a smaller size hurricane, but its destruction power is no less than its hurricane cousins. During its lifespan, Hurricane Irene was able to claim at least 56 lives and $16.6 billion US of damage throughout the United States. Number 6. Hurricane Ivan 2004. Forming itself on September 2nd, Hurricane Ivan was a large, long-lived Cape Verde-type hurricane that caused widespread damage in the Caribbean and the United States. It quickly reached the Category 5 strength with wind speeds up to 167 miles per hour, topping the previous 5 hurricanes by a few miles. By the time it reached Florida and Alabama, it was weakened to a Category 3 storm, but was still able to cause extensive damage. The death toll reached over 120 people and caused an estimated $18 billion US in damages. The storm lasted 22 days and finally dissipated on September 24th. Number 5. Hurricane Andrew 1992. If you think Ivan was strong, think twice. Hurricane Andrew had wind speeds of up to 175 miles per hour. It was able to make landfall as a Category 5 hurricane, ripping through entire blocks of homes. In 1992, it was the most destructive hurricane in United States history, causing major damage in South Florida, causing over 150,000 houses destroyed. Hurricane Andrew claimed 65 lives and left a receipt totaling $26 billion. And to make things worse, in the Everglades, about 70,000 acres of trees were wiped out. Number 4. Hurricane Wilma, 2005. Part of the record-breaking 2005 hurricane season, Hurricane Wilma was the 22nd storm of the year. It also ranked second as the most destructive hurricane in 2005. Wilma was able to quickly turn itself into a Category 5 hurricane, ripping through multiple states with its highest winds reaching 183 miles per hour.
7:39.
The lifespan of Wilma was only 11 days, yet it was still able to cause at least 62 deaths and an estimated of at least $29.4 billion in total damages. Number 3. Hurricane Ike, 2008. Hurricane Ike formed in September 2008 as a Category 4 hurricane that swept through portions of North America and also wreaking havoc on infrastructure and agriculture in Cuba and Texas. Starting off as a tropical storm, moving westwards, it gained speed and strength through the warm waters of the Atlantic Ocean, reaching wind speeds of 145 miles per hour.
About 165 miles southwest of Cuba.
Ike was blamed for causing at least 195 deaths, in which 74 were in Haiti alone. Due to its immense size, it caused a lot of flooding and damage along the Mississippi coastline and Florida. Damages were estimated to cost over $37 billion. Number 2. Hurricane Sandy, 2012. Also known as Superstorm Sandy, it was the deadliest and most destructive hurricane of the 2012 season. Don't be fooled by this Category 3 hurricane. Its wind speeds were able to reach 115 miles per hour and killed at least 233 people along its path through 8 countries. Hurricane Sandy developed as a tropical storm and moved itself slowly northwards and intensified itself, evolving into a hurricane on October 24th. The total damage it caused was estimated at $75 billion due to flooding streets, tunnels, and subway lines. In Jamaica, the strong winds cut power to over 70% of the residents and ripped roofs off buildings like opening a can of beans. Number 1. Hurricane Katrina, 2005. This Category 5 beast hurricane tops our list of being the deadliest hurricane causing the most financial damage, with a total of $108 billion with wind speeds reaching 175 miles per hour and heavy rainfall causing over 90% of the Mississippi beachfront towns flooded. Boats and casino barges rammed buildings and pushing cars and houses inland. Hurricane Katrina was able to claim over 1,800 lives, making it the deadliest hurricane since the 1928 Okeechobee hurricane. Most of the deaths were a result of floodwater failures, mainly because of a decision someone made to use shorter steel sheet pilings in an effort to save money. That's it for today's top 10 list. Thank you for watching FactsBite, and let us know if you were affected by any of these hurricanes in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel and never miss a video. Also, make sure you like the video so we know what type of content you prefer.